Hello, hello. Good morning. Happy Monday. Time zone. That's Poppy. Um, how is everyone? I am not prepared for my Monday stream. There he is. Hello. Oh, you can see how not prepared I am because I haven't fixed the webcam blurriness. One moment, please. Let's see if this crashes OBS. We're normal. Cam. Setting. There we go. Okay. Oh yeah, we're live. Hello, Dr. Yasmin. How are you? Good to see you. Stardrop, thanks so much for stopping by. Yeah, we ended Serpent Isle last stream quite triumphantly, and at some point we will do Ultima 8, but we're now in this wonderful in-between time where I'm not actually prepared for anything. I don't have like a regular game I can just fire up. I have to think in advance. So, yeah, expect a bit more of scuffed streams for a moment. You know what? We're already losing the daylight, so I'm just going to put the lights on so that we can continue to see the puppy cat as she hangs out by the balcony door there. One moment. Just There we go. Feeling neutral, right in the middle. All I know is my gut says maybe. Not comfy. I have a new floor mat for my chair. Exciting news, I know. My old floor mat was actually breaking up into plastic shards, and I've been meaning to go get a new one, but I hadn't got a new one. And just as it happens, um, yesterday was a council cleanup day, and someone threw out their floor mat, and it was only just slightly scuffed. So I was like, screw it, yeah, the gods have given me a blessing. Here's my new floor mat. Living the dream. Hey Gareth, how are you? So yeah, no real plans today. Um, there's this game called Exile 2 Crystal Souls, which was a shareware game I got off a cover CD in like 1998 or something. You doing alright? That's good. Like, yeah, alright is pretty fantastic. Oh, you missed the Serpentine finale, Steph Magician. Well, not to worry, because you can find all of my VODs on youtube.com and um, yeah, welcome in, Steph Magician. How are you doing? Feeling great. That's good. Good, Dr. Yasmin. I saw you were streaming earlier. Um, I didn't stop in because I was busy setting up everything, but yeah, should we do some shout outs? Shout out Dr. Yasmin. Plays all sorts of things. Has been doing this cool Zelda shuffler thing. Steph, are you back on the streaming wagon? I haven't seen you online, but that doesn't mean I'm not going to shout you out because another cool streamer. I first introduced to him, seeing him play Ultima 8, which we are going to be doing next, eventually. And don't think Stardrop streams. Give you a shout out anyway, and then we'll find out for sure. Because there's some people who have been lurking in my chat who haven't actually outed themselves as a streamer, and I've just randomly discovered, oh wow, I should follow them. No, you're boring? Well, have a boring shout out. Look at that awesome avatar there. Generic white and purple logo. Playing no game. Ah. Yes, everyone should stream, and then we can all raid each other and yeah, have fun. So it might be a short stream today. I don't know, because I didn't really have much planned, except for like, hey, let's dig up my old save game, and I was inspired to get back into it in like 2020 because I came across a walkthrough on the Let's Play archive. Well, not like a walkthrough. It was a Let's Play, but you can use it as a walkthrough, I guess. You preferred the sequel, Exile? Oh, you mean No Game 2, Electric Boogaloo. Um, yeah, so the thing was, like, I tried to get back into it in 2020, but something about my game had been corrupted, and all of the text was, like, kind of glitchy. So I struggled through it a little bit, but eventually I had to just say, okay, I can't play this. Until recently, I just like re-downloaded everything because the full game is now available on Jeff Vogel's website, Spiderweb Software. Um, like carefully reinserted my let's go to the game screen. Carefully reinserted my save game. I have a virtual Windows 3.1 DOS box that um, it's like pristine. It didn't have any of the other cruft in there that might have caused the corruption, and eventually I got it working. Um, so like I can read the quest text again, and that's great. But it still doesn't really help me figure out where I was up to in the quest. So we're going to spend a lot of time today, I think, just wandering around and consulting the map and trying to figure out what we do next. But it'll still be a good introduction, I think. Like, this was a cool game back in the day, and there's even modern, I want to say, remakes. They were modern at the time. Um, Jeff Vogel remade the Exile series as a Vernum, and they have an isometric layout instead. But I kind of prefer the charm of the Windows 3.1 version with its uh, funky, chunky graphics and like actual Windows dialogues opening up for certain in-game things. So the plot for Exile 2 is, and this is going to really irritate me, but my mouse, this is supposed to be a virtual mouse driver for Windows 3.1 that will work perfectly within DOSBox. It doesn't quite, and it's very sensitive. I'm going to have to capture the mouse anyway. Definitely very charming, right, Gareth? Like, this was, I mean, it wasn't exactly state of the art back in 1997, I think, when this came out. But this was like one guy doing the programming and the art, and I guess sound effects and things too. This was before my time for PC gaming, right? Well, this was like, yeah, I got it on a magazine cover disc, the shareware version, and like, yeah, I was captivated, even though I'd been spoiled already by Ultima 7 and its fancy graphics. This was kind of cool. Like, it's a big world, and there's kind of like random encounters and things. There's a lot of NPCs that really don't have much to say. Like, can we talk to these guards? Talk, select someone. You meet a very heavy-set man with a long bow slung over his shoulder and a full quiver of arrows at his side. He looks over you nervously as you approach. Name? Gordon. Job? Just killing time. Ah. Fort? Can't help you there. So yeah, like, it's tricky because if you want to have a decent conversation with someone, you need to know what conversation options you can ask about. You actually need to remember it instead of having a hyperlink to click on or something. Bye. And yeah, a lot of the NPCs won't really have much to talk about. There's a wooden sign on the wall. Walner the Mage, Sage and Alchemist Extraordinaire. This would have frustrated me in about 35 seconds. Yeah, I don't know. Something about it just charmed the pants off me back in the day. And I got far enough into the game that, like, you know, there's the shareware version, which is pretty extensive. And the registered version, which is now free, available on Spiderweb software, about Exile 2. Spidweb.com. There you go. That's probably still the URL. But if not, I'm sure you can search it up. Like, just the fact that it's using Windows 3.1 dialog components is kind of fun. Have you got anything in mind yet for the background when you start playing Ultimate 8? It seems less full of convenient monitors and rectangles than Ultimate 7 is. I suppose there are backpack and drill box dumps. Maybe the pentagram at the beginning could be used for something. Yeah, Stardrop. I was thinking about that as well. It's also difficult because it's sort of the isometric look, so if I wanted to have something on the side here, I'm not sure how I would style it. But I do like styling the cameras and the chat after whatever main series game I'm playing. So I'll come up with something. I think like the avatar's stat screen in 8 is fairly generic. Like, it's just sort of raised rectangular boxes. But something could be done with that, yeah. You meet a small, gorgeous woman, bearing somewhat sparse dancer's clothes. Bereft of an audience, however, she seems somewhat down. What is your name? She floats gracefully over to you. I'm Elodie. What is your job? She sighs. Just passing the time. Tonight I'll be dancing. You should come to the show. Show? She does a twirl on one foot. It's a move both graceful and pulse-quickening. Exiles have always needed some cheering, now more than ever. I guess being thrown down here gave me my calling. Exile. Can't help you there. Can we buy? Said she was a merchant when we clicked on her. No? Or maybe that was someone else. No, you see Merchant F, but doesn't have anything for sale. Sort of a stone rectangle with an inset for the paper doll and insets for the stats, I think. Yeah, I might be able to do something. I don't know. But yeah, the plot of Exile 2 carries on, of course, from Exile 1, in that there's this massive underground area, like huge series of underground caves, where prisoners, or like, you know, criminals from the surface get thrown into, teleported into, in fact, so that there's no way back out. And they've created their own little community down here. And the Empire, who are the baddies, thought this was a pretty good arrangement for a long time, until I think in the events of Exile 1, people like banded together and heroes returned to the surface and like, I don't know, tried to give the Empire a beating. So now, in Exile 2, you sometimes find Empire patrols who have deliberately come down to the caves to like invade the Exiles' territory. And the shareware version started you off in this little restricted area, and the game made pretty good use of that, because the restricted area was like set up with these barriers around one small village. And the barriers were set up by these alien race called the Benati? Something or other? Hello, YGY. New game. Yes, we're just trying this out a little bit today. We're not going to be playing this to completion, I assure you, because it is huge and I don't remember where we were up to. But yeah, it turns out this is like there's an elder race of alien beings and they've been asleep for thousands of years, but they've been waking up and they found all these humans have messed around with their stuff, you know? So they were a little angry at us initially, but I think we calmed some of them down and told them that the Empire is the true enemy. So yeah, there's like a whole plot there involving their crystal souls, hence the title of the game. Asleep for thousands of years sounds great right about now, right, Gareth? Oh. Put my mind into a little crystal and just snooze. What's this building? This bronze plaque reads headquarters. Cool. Who are you? Captain. You meet a tall, gaunt soldier. His face is heavily lined, and not just with age. His expression seems locked in a permanent scowl, and you doubt his eyes could be anything but cold. What's your name? Nabame. He looks you over. I am Captain Johnson. What can I do for you? Hey, Moody Mystery, how are you doing? Welcome on in. I'm finally catching up on some sleep now. The temperature's calmed down, right? Yeah. I'm so glad the temperature is slightly more sane now. I can maybe go out for a walk and things, get some exercise. I think like a lot of the problems I've had with energy lately are because I've been so lethargic and like not been getting exercise. So ironically, I have to force myself to go out and do stuff while feeling really lethargic and tired in order to feel less tired. Seems backwards if you ask me. What is your job? I rule this fort. What is this fort? Fort Dovno, a knife aimed at the heart of the Empire. Cool. Do you have like a mission for me? Not much for you to do here now. Just head out there. There's no shortage of things that need killing. That sounds like a good idea. This should be called Ultima 3.11. It is kind of like the same interface as you would get for Ultima 6. You do have like the party system. I've obviously created these amazing heroes here. Bob, who is level 28. And like, it's just generic everything, I think. Just fighter, maybe? Yeah. Here's Bob's inventory. We've got Jim, who's another fighter. And has a bow. Pete, who I'm pretty sure I had on the team for this alchemy skill, but then I haven't really used it much. These are some high fantasy names, yeah. Oh, and lockpicking, right. So he's kind of the thiefy kind of person, yeah. Got a broadsword. 1 to fireballs, sounds good. We have Jessica, who is one of our mages. Where is it? Throne, mage skill, mage lore. Wand of Death, nice. We have Sarah, who is our healer. Has 7 in priest skills. Wand of that. And finally we have Jane, who I think has some mage skills, but is also a bit of a fighter. Special items. So we've got Clearance Royal. We've got a key V, whatever that is. And we've got Red and Blue Empire passes. Nepharim Head, Amber Lizard. I think those would have been quest items for something or other. So the fact that we have this royal clearance gives me a clue that like there's a big castle in the game that was referenced by the Let's Play I was playing. And maybe we can head there and see if there's like a quest giver or something. I don't know. Because if we've got royal clearance, it seems like we'd have been there already and we've gotten some sort of quest. Also, special items too here. We have a soul crystal, and you can store souls in it. And I was very proud of this back in the day. You can weaken a monster and then throw your soul crystal at it, and if it's weakened enough and you get lucky, you can trap the soul of the monster in the soul crystal, a bit like a Pokeball, and you can have up to 4, and obviously with the higher level monsters, it gets more difficult to capture them. I managed to capture a lich through relentless save scumming, because there was one encounter on the map where you encounter a lich and its army of undead, and I was like, right, I want to capture this for myself. And I saved and replayed that scenario like hundreds of times to get to the back line and try and do the soul capture on the lich, and it would almost always fail. And I think you wouldn't even know if it had succeeded or failed until after the battle, which was annoying. But eventually I got it, so now I can summon a lich if I want, which can then summon its own stuff. Like, if we want to just mess up town here, we can engage combat. And we're on Bob's turn. Let's wait. Can I press W or something? Yeah. Jim, wait. Pete, wait. Okay, Jessica, can you use magic to summon a simulacrum of a lich, please, in the middle of town? All right. And then just wait. Is anyone doing anything? No? No one's attacking. No one's like, oh my god, you summoned a lich, what the hell? Can we end combat? Yeah, we've just got a lich buddy now. No response. Buddy, I just summoned you. Aren't you happy? Lich disappears. Okay, so he only lasts for a few rounds, but if we were in trouble, it would be a good way to even the tide of battle a bit, I think. And for some reason, my cat phone really has, like, low exposure for the poppy cam there. You can just see down there that grayish blob. That's Poppy. Maybe I can zoom in, actually. Unlock. Won't very much. Changing camera settings on Linux, brave. Well, it's only this camera that's actually on my Linux here. And you have noticed that sometimes OBS likes to make it default to high exposure but ridiculously low frame rate. The other two cameras are Droid Cam, which, okay, yes, Linux, but let's face it, Android is basically its own beast at this point. Closer. Is that the limit? That's the limit. You shall have to enjoy the Poppycat from this distance. So yeah, like, I'll show you the map as well. And connect full screen. So I've got this Let's Play up here on lparchive.org, and they've helpfully provided some maps. And these are quite ridiculous. Like, the game world is huge. Yeah, Linux support for webcams is pretty rough. I don't get the 60 frames a second for mine in Linux. 4K when I had barely watched it all. Yeah, we went through a period of it being really good briefly because like there was a lot of work put into the random webcams that were pre the UVC standard, and you could kind of just plug something in on Linux and it would work, whereas Windows XP you would have to find the driver disk from the original manufacturer because they were all weird and different. And then UVC came along and hooray, it's just plug and play, everything works fine. And then it's been like, well, okay, now we want to have like high bandwidth and something's not quite right. So I think we are somewhere around here. We're in somewhere called Fort Dovno. And I remember us being like around here somewhere. There's Fort Exile. I think like named after the first place they arrived when they were first exiled. Who knows? And that's more maps. So we'd be somewhere over here on the map, I think. But let's have a look. Let's exit town and go looking around. There are sound effects, but they're pretty damn quiet. Bump that up a bit because I've been playing some other games. That might. Just footstep sounds at the moment. So that's Fort Dovno. We can go to Formello, which is 200 miles north, or Fort Exile, which is 45 miles south. Gotcha. And I'm looking at this right. If we go all the way to the left and up, or west and north if you really insist, there'd be this Fort Dranlon place. Oh, and of course you have to eat. So your party eats food all the time, and you have to buy food and things like that. Camp out in the wilderness and what have you. So we're on the world map at the moment, which means like the scale of things is exaggerated. If we encounter a monster, it'll take us into like a separate battle view. There's a map, isn't there, as well? Where are we on this map? Ah. Yeah, so let's go check out Fort Dranlon this way. I suspect that's where we parked our boat. We do have a boat. Okay, this is not where we parked our boat, but let's have a look anyway. Okay. Whenever you see a weird dot on the ground like this, it's like a special interaction. A guard peers through a crack between two of the barriers and demands your names. You give them, and holes are opened in the barriers to let you through. Fort Dranlon is a grim place, battered vanguard in a long series of wars. The walls show signs of having been blasted, patched, and rebuilt many times. The passage ahead leads into the core of the fort. Arrow slits face into the passage, and lines of ominous glyphs stretch across the floor. Ooh, check out those glyphs. Pretty ominous. And yeah, you've got like line of sight stuff too, so when we go next to this window, you can see the guard on the other end that's ready to shoot us. Pretty good defense. What's this? Temple. This small temple shows signs of being visited often. The kneeling pads are worn with constant use by the beleaguered soldiers of the fort. Hi. There is a striking woman praying at the altar. Her long dark hair contrasts sharply with her snowy white robes. Name? She stands to welcome you. I am Caitlin. It takes a single look to tell she is very tired. Yeah. I feel you, Caitlin. Job? I was just completing a very long series of prayers, but my regular work is spell casting. Spell? Help maintain the barriers sometimes, but that isn't important. What is important is that I can heal you if you wish it. Heal. We don't actually need healing, so... I forget if resurrection is a thing that's easy to do in this game. We've got priest skills. Other spells? Yeah, resurrect. And was it something... Yeah, right-click spell button for info. Lycrae's dead, but much more effective, and works on even a dusted character. It also has a smaller chance of lowering the character's stats. It still requires Resurrection Balm to cast. How would I get that? Do you sell Resurrection Balm? I think probably what I just did was just make sure I saved and never got in a position where I would need to resurrect someone. You actually have to select who the person is that's buying this. Maybe you? Visiting the healer. Oh, you can just purchase healing. Okay, bye. Right, let's leave this town. I want to find that boat of ours. And then we'll maybe go visit the castle. I think, yeah, this is definitely not a game I'm going to be playing on stream. But like, until we finish it. Because I have really no idea where we were up to in the plot. And it's one of those games that doesn't give you a journal, so you really have to keep notes yourself, which I didn't. Dummy. You can see there's like this hit S to save last message, which can write a text file about what message you just saw, which is useful, and I should have done that. I didn't. Yeah, old school games are pretty unforgiving with the whole death thing. Yeah, totally. There's a nice... we'll get into it. Well, actually, no. I don't intend to get wounded critically in this, because I think we're fairly overpowered at this point. But there's a nice mechanic in the game for combat where any damage that will like kill the character in one hit will instead reduce the character to 0 hit points, and then it's any subsequent damage that happens when you're at 0 hit points that will actually finish them off. So if you're really, really determined, you can just like keep the party barely alive at like a couple of hit points and constantly on the brink of death. Glad to see you again. Yeah, you too, Moody Mystery. Leaning back against a tree, you find all that's left of a human body. Someone wasn't quite able to outrun a few cave lizards. In a mushroom patch nearby, you find a courier's satchel. It would seem the corpse nearby was, in life, an Empire messenger. Empire army packages are often trapped, but are also often valuable. Search the satchel? Let's do it. The satchel has 4 scrolls in it. You reach for one of them, but they change. With a blur, they seem to rearrange themselves in the satchel. What's more, they all look so similar you can't tell them apart. The best you can do is grab one of them and hope. Which one do you take? Ooh, boy. You know what this means. Quick poll. Which scroll are we taking? Maybe one is trapped? Who knows? They're all kind of identical, so it's not as if there's much clue as to which one we might want to take. I'm sleepy. I've slept all day, basically, but I'm still sleepy. It's not good. I'm gonna be speeding through time at this rate, and like weeks are gonna pass in the blink of an eye. I want to be able to do stuff with my day. Especially now that I'm unemployed. I have been tinkering a little bit with Arduino things. I haven't finished it yet, so it's not something I can show off, but I did make some sort of desk clock with a 7-segment LED display, which looks very nice. Scroll 2. 2 is the scroll we are taking. This game seems interesting. It is kind of appealing, Dr. Yasmin, if you have the if you have thick enough skin to get through all of the weird nitty-gritty things about it. And, you know, there's a lot of stuff that doesn't have great user experience. You know, like, there's a lot of quality of life improvements that probably have been implemented in Avernum that you wouldn't have had in Exile 2. But yes, 2. Exile 2, we are taking scroll number 2. You look at the paper, but its writing shimmers and blurs faster than the scrolls in the bag did. It's very disoriented. Light-headed, you let go of the scroll, which falls back into the bag. Huh? Pete dumbfounded. Well, as luck would have it, Pete is already dumbfounded. This question mark next to his name is one of the status elements. And it really only affects casters, so it's fine. I haven't bothered to cure Bob, Jim, and Pete of their dumbfoundedness. But okay, that was trapped. Move on. You meet an Exile patrol. They warn you that bands of Empire raiders are all over the place. You thank them for the warning and depart. Yeah, I'm not sure like how good of a stream game this would be, Dr. Yasmin, because really there is a whole lot of walking through cyan fields of mushrooms. What's this town? Near Kotra. Oh, this town's seen better days. There's corpses outside. Yeah, it kind of looks like there was an attack here or something. These cool spiderweb barriers. Too far away to read sign. Come on. The cracked plaque reads, Boatworks of Kotra. I think this might have been where we got our boat originally. Now if I can just find out where I parked it. Do things like push crates around. Sometimes secret things are hidden underneath crates. There are many piles of ore here. Judging from the sulphurous, smoky haze, there is a smelter nearby waiting to process the stuff. Like, the combat gets a little repetitive. Because it's, you know, it's all turn-based, so your party of 6 has to take their turn. Then each enemy takes their turn, and so on. Ooh, lava. Can we use the smelter? The Empire troops have set up a fairly elaborate iron smelting works. Stone trenches lead from the vats of molten ore to the long marble slits where the ingots form. A foundry like this is a rare and valuable thing down here, and it would only take a little time and a few blows to deny it to the Empire troops. Push crates sounds like Ultima 7. Yeah, except you don't have to build a staircase with them here. Let's leave it. Like, someone put a lot of effort into setting this up. Not damage it. Floor is dominated by a large steel anvil, still hot from constant use. Still hot? So are there people around here? Is some blacksmith going to ambush me? It is large enough for serious, large-scale work, especially if the smith had magical skills. Alright, moving on. So many little special interaction points here. Like, the downside is you can't tell what it is until you click on it. But I suppose that's kind of the point. You start to feel very ill. There's a lot of nausea, and bits of your hair start falling out. Ooh. Okay, diseased and poisoned. That's not good. That's probably even more of that trapped scroll that we came across. Shall we try and cure ourselves? So yeah, we've got Jane slowed, diseased, poisoned. We need to cure the disease first, I think. Cure poison. Good, good. Cure disease.
On who?
On yourself. Cure the healer first. Now there's shortcut keys for everything. Let me see if I remember what they were. Magic help? Two sorts of magic. Cast. Well, I know that C is for casting. Okay, that's not for casting magic spells. P for priest spell? There we go. Cure disease. Oh, that just cured the same person again. That's not good. We have to pick a person using this thing. So let's cure you. And you. I don't suppose there is a mass cure spell. There's like major heals and things, but I'm not sure what they do. I think we need cure disease here. They're here rapidly running out of mana. But that's good, we've got everything except the poison and the slow effect. I saw cure poison here, yeah. And then Jane needs to be sped up somehow? How would we do that? There's a mage spell for haste. Yeah, I think that's actually a mage spell we want to cast on you. Well, okay, we've got haste here, but it's not something we can cast outside of combat. That's weird. What's that C for? Can we see what your statuses are? Nope, don't know what the C is for. Maybe a curse? Because I think bless is like a little bee. Hang on, does it show it here? Cure disease, cure disease, cure disease. Oh right, mouse wheel doesn't work in Windows 3.1. Yeah, there we are. Bob cursed. And there's a plane going overhead. Alrighty. Who can remove a curse? Cure disease, restore mind heal all, cure all poison. Remove curse, there we are. I'm gonna use type 1 to 6 for the caster. items glow. Hey, Bashi! Welcome on in. Love me some Exile? Have you actually played this? Because this is, you know, like really, really old, and I I played it for a little bit back in 1998 or 99, and then put it down for a long time, a long, long time, and completely forgot where I was up to. It was actually great. Nice. Well, it's good to see you, friend. Really nice to see you. How are you doing? The echo of the plane that just went past me is always a joy. Right, Steph. So you're hearing the plane like on a small delay that just went past you. Fun. So yeah, we're here in XL2, and we're just giving it a little look. Like this is a sort of palette cleanser between Ultima 7 and Ultima 8. And we have no intention to finish the game. We're just kind of derping around as one does. And this was supposed to have cured, like removed a curse, but it did not remove a curse. Where was the curse? Cure disease, detect life. Oh, you've only got 8 spell points now, so you can't even cast remove curse anymore. Okay. Let's cancel that. Can we make camp? Monsters nearby. Okay, we haven't had a chance to recover our spell points, but there is monsters. What is it? You see asp and ground. It might run away from us. Yeah. It's kind of nice that like the lower level monsters will eventually just start running away from you when they see that you're a high level party. And it looks like the rest actually cured Bob of his curse anyway. And Jane is back up to full speed. So let's have another rest. Yeah. That's more like it. Can we save? Game saved. Oh, have you just like saved over that other? Okay, fine. I was gonna save it as a new one. 2024? There we go. I'm trying to remember, did you finish Ultima 7 Serpentile? We did, Moody Mystery. We finished it last week. So, we're no longer at risk of giving you any spoilers, which is good. And I might want to return to it at some point, because I kind of want to see if I can speedrun it. But that requires sort of like preparation and things and trying stuff out. And maybe I could do that on stream if you're willing to put up with me just kind of derping around. But maybe I should at least prepare a little bit. Like I want to try and figure out what the route should be. And preparation means James needs to do things in advance of stream. And we're just winging it at the moment. Derpentile, Steph. That's perfect. Aha, that's where we parked our boat. The sign reads, Murtis, 40 miles south-west, Empire Territory, avoid! And avoid the place where I live, because there's constant cars driving up and down. Like, I could close the window to make it, like, reduce the sound, but you can see Poppy barely. That we get. Fire up the second Poppy cam and point it, well, the first Poppy cam rather. There he is. There she is. I'd love to see a Derpentile stream. Yeah, maybe we should do that actually. Because, like, I want to test, like, which quest items you actually need to finish the game, and then what sort of dependency we can come up with to just finish it as soon as possible. There is a speedrun on speedrun.com that someone else has done already, based on the anti-walkthrough that someone posted. But I feel like we could still skip over a few things there. Optimize the route. Speedruns are cool. You seem to have the skills and knowledge of Supernal to pull it off. Thanks, Dr. Yasmin. Yeah, I want to try that. So this is Fort Exile, I think? No, Silvar. So we've got a fairly good presence of Exile forces, yay. This wooden sign has a ship painted on it. Cool. So yeah, Bash, I'm basically just trying to remember what the hell I was up to back in the day. I know we have royal clearance, and I'm gonna go see if we can go to the castle and see what's up there. But there's no real clue left by past Neko as to what we were supposed to be doing. Actually, Neko didn't even exist in 1998, you realize. I didn't pick that handle until like 2000 or so. Corner of Silvar is filled with recently built but already crumbling stone buildings, piles of garbage, thin worried people, and a rank smell. This must be where they're sticking the refugees from Kotra. It's a grim sight. I don't remember if it's Exile 1 or 2, but I remember there being this whole side quest involving a wisecracking talking door. That might be 1, I think, because I haven't encountered that, and I haven't played 1. Like, yes, it's weird, but I picked up Exile 2 rather than playing the first one first, because it was, they had the shareware version on a magazine cover disc, and I was like, yeah, this seems cool, and then, like, hours later I'm still playing it, and I'm going, huh, this is actually kind of addictive, even though it's a bit weird and janky. Anastasia Fine Armor. I don't think we're at the point of the game where we can really purchase anything that we want that would be an upgrade, but let's try anyway. You have to shake this woman awake. She is nodded off onto a breastplate on the counter. What's your name? She shakes her head to clear it. Forgive me, I am Anastasia. Welcome to my shop. Job? You can buy or sell armor here. I still have some items in stock, but things have been hectic here. Very tiring for me and my husband. Bye. Bronze studded armor, bronze chainmail, blah 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 blah. Iron chainmail. Oh, this just changes which person we're buying for. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that we've got decent gear now. Magic breastplate. Yeah, there you go. Steel breastplate. Steel breastplate. Magic chainmail. Drake leather jerkin. I'm assuming that's good. Encumbrance 0, yay. Defend 3, sounds good. And iron studded armor. I'm sure past James had a good reason for kitting everyone out like that. I don't want to mess with it because I don't really remember what was good and stuff. Let's try and figure out where we were in the plot. Can we leave? Where is this? Oh, training. Okay. How do we leave town? Alright, let's get in our boat. Can I use the arrow keys? Well, the arrow keys affect the party window. Okay. So I've got this map up, and I think if we go west a whole bunch, you have come to a dock bridge. Pilot under it or land? Under. We should be able to get to the castle if we go this way. It was a very fun sequence in Act 2 of the game, where, like, after leaving your sort of starter tutorial lands, you take a boat down a waterfall, and then, like, it's a very, very long waterfall through a bunch of caves, and you're at risk of losing food, and you crash into rocks. And it kind of separates you off from the starting area. Okay, what's this? Ooh, there's a tiny island in the middle of nowhere. You start to feel very ill. There's a lot of nausea, and bits of your hair start falling out. Not again. Why are we sick?
Ugh.
Like, we haven't even interacted with this thing yet, so is it something that's just looming over us now? Yeah, we're getting sick again. Do we have, like, poisoned supplies?
Thundercats! Ho!
Mumella just subscribed, you bloody legend.
Mem. What the hell, Mem? Thank you for your subscription with Prime. Pretty much the only ethical way to subscribe to my channel, because it's just taking money out of Jeff Bezos' pocket. But yeah, thank you so much. Have a shout out. Mamela is on a hiatus at the moment. You know what? If I shout you out there, it'll just shout out your Twitch channel. But if people want, you could possibly go to Mamela on YouTube and give her a little follow there. Or subscribe, whatever it's called on YouTube. Because Mem is going to be streaming again real soon, right?
Thundercats!
Right?
Ho!
Usagi_lane just subscribed, you bloody legend. Diayosmon gifted a tier 1 sub to.
Dr. Yasmin. Dr. Yasmin, thank you so much. Hype Train, what the hell? Why? Why? Thank you so much for the gift sub to Usagi Lane. And Usagi Lane, enjoy the emotes. I hope everyone is doing well today. And because it's a great channel. What? Which channel? You must be confused. Yeah, thank you for flustering the streamer there. You're okay, never need to shout me out. Yes, I do, Mem. Mem is awesome. If you don't know Mem...
Thundercats! Ho!
Gareth_Hughes just subscribed, you bloody legend. Might as well share this.
Might as well. Thank you so much, Gareth. You really don't need to, but I appreciate it. Level 2. Looking at the cars going by. Some people out there laughing. Where was I? Serpentine. Really Serpentine, but it's got the Serpentine decoration on it. Let's see what this mysterious thing does. Maybe it's an ambush. You investigate the small island covered with tall, elegant, untouched toadstools of all types. It's an unusually unspoiled place in these increasingly crowded caves. You leave it that way. Alright. Yay for ecological conservation. Let's cure our disease again, I guess. Cure disease, cure disease. Because this disease is unpleasant. Like, is it some, like, quest flag that's triggered that's just going to constantly keep us diseased until we find the proper cure, like Varo leaves in Serpent Isle? Did F1 and F2 and things do stuff for this? No. I feel like there was a way to target. It's like you can type 1 to 6 for the caster, but currently the only caster who can cast pre-spells is Sarah. Key by button to press button. Oh, here, exclamation mark at hash dollar. So they want us to go do like shift 3. Enjoy the lurks, Deaf Magician. Shift 3 will target Pete. Space. E by button. So B to cast Cure Disease. I think it's capital B as well. No? Enter? Yes. Alright, so we can automate this a little bit instead of having to use the mouse, which is ridiculously sensitive. Shift 6. Priest. And yes, everyone follow everyone. You're all terribly wholesome and nice. I really appreciate you all. Shift 3. That one. Priest spell on Jim. There. Getting the hang of it. Priest spell. Oh, interesting. Shift P just recasts the same spell on the same target. Today I learned. But we wanted that on Bob. All Neko, all the diseases. Where is it coming from? I don't know. I thought that, like, it was from that one scroll that we opened that was trapped somehow. And you are now on the stream. Freya is eating cardboard. Oh. Poppy has been doing that a bit too. She's got a favourite box where she likes to go if she wants to play, and occasionally she attacks and eats the box. Oh, I should disable the Serpent Isle magic orb while we are not doing Serpent Isle. That is true, Dr. Yasmin. I was thinking about that. I was thinking to myself, Neko, you should really disable that redeem because we won't be playing it for a little while. And then I didn't do it. Well done. Alright, sailing away. Gonna find this castle. I think this is the right river to be going down. Another random encounter. Shall we see what it is? There's a heavily armed guard post on this island, watching for incursions by land and river. They greet you edgily, and seem relieved when you leave. You reach a small fishing village. The locals welcome you into pots of savory cavefish stew and conversation. After telling them what you know about how the war is going, you depart. Couldn't give us some for the road? Okay, so where is this? This might be Almaria, if I'm reading the map right. Sign by the bridge reads, Almaria Bridge, toll 5 gold. Huh, we have a boat. We don't need the toll. Hello, Poppy. Meow purr, meow. Hear that? Purr, meow. Let's go under. And if we keep sailing... Actually, you know what? If we're here on the map, then I think we want to go on land now. So I'm guessing we could just leave our boat here by Almaria. Everyone remember where we parked. And go up this way. What's this sign say? Sign reads, The Castle, 15 miles northwest. Alright, we're coming, Kingy. There's a heavy stone sign by the road. Castle, 10 miles south. Blosk, 60 miles west. The way to the castle, capital of Exile, is blocked by a huge stone wall, assembled through muscle and magic. You pass through a gate in the middle, guarded by a well-armed, armored troops. They're well-equipped, but their eyes betray and great weariness. Things can't have been going well lately. You move quickly past. Right, there's a chasm. The only reasonable approach to and from the castle, now as always, is up a steep, narrow stretch of ground, flanked on either side by sheer, imposing pits. You cross this bridge, approaching the mighty edifice that is the castle. Along the way, you pass several large groups of Exile's finest troops guarding the path. Each questions and inspects you as you pass, ready to kill and die to keep a spy from entering or leaving Exile's capital. Finally, winded, you approach the end of the path. Now entering the castle. So here we are. We've been here before, because we've mapped out this whole place. But I don't know if there's like a main quest giver person we can talk to. Hello, lizard. Can we talk to the lizard? We can. Is this like Sherry the Mouse, except lizard? There is a large, torpid, pudgy iguana prowling around the halls. You cannot help but notice it has a big blue ribbon around its neck. Name? Oops. Name? Under the ribbon is a name tag. The lizard's name is Fred. Job? It hisses and attempts to bite you on the foot. Foot. Hiss. It tries to get the ribbon off to no avail. Hiss. Fred. Quest. Mission. No. Well, I might have ideas. Okay, there's a Gandalf-like person here. There's a very tall, thin woman with a beard by the looks of it. Kudos. Pacing about. She carries several large parchment maps about and occasionally stops and spreads one out on the floor to look at it. Oh, ribbon. Maybe. Name? My name is Lorraine. Job? I'm working on a bit of research. That's what I'm here for. Research? On how to enable people to fly. It would be a great help for Exile. Fly? I can't help with that. I guess not. Help? Orb? Alright, bye. Let's try this ribbon, but I'm not sure it will yield anything. Ribbon? Hiss. It tries to get the ribbon off to no avail. Can we buy things from you? Ooh, there's a big library here. This is the chamber where the Exile Council, the mayors of 6, now 5, great cities of Exile come to meet. It is a solemn place, and slightly dusty. It would seem the council hasn't been able to come together for some time. Well, maybe they can get some sort of counseling for that. A bronze plaque reads, Hall of the Council. Hello, guard. Meet an elite soldier of Exile, burly muscles rippling back and forth under plate armor. Pat. Pat pats a huge sword hanging off a broad leather belt. Kill or die, my friend, kill or die. Pat. Kill? Die? Okay, bye. Okay, so no council members around. Oh, I think that building there. Is there here? Yeah. That rings a bell here. Simple sign reads storeroom. Yes. So in this game, you can drop your items because you get encumbered, so you can't just carry everything around with you. But you can only drop your items in certain designated areas. Because the game won't save stuff if you've just dropped it randomly outside of town somewhere. So only stuff dropped in this room and some other rooms will actually let you hold stuff permanently. And obviously, past James would have had some reason for leaving the Bow of Cag, an Amulet of the Cobra, a floor here. Piercing Crystal, Cleansing Powder, Mist Globe, Alabaster Lizard, Piercing Crystal, Smoky Crystal Floor. Obviously, there's reasons for me to be keeping all of these items, but present James has absolutely no idea what significance they may have. But it's good to know that we have stuff. Big storeroom here, but like we can just push the barrels and stuff around. Oh well. Where might a quest giver kind of person be? Hey you! You meet a burly, grizzled old veteran wearing heavy pitted chainmail. He only has one arm, but that arm holds a large barrel up on his shoulder. He grins toothily at you, not letting the barrel down from his shoulder. I'm Ackroyd. Hi, Ackroyd. Your pedestal. Can't get a good camera angle on her at the moment. What's your job? Well, I'm quartermaster for the castle, you know? I look after storerooms and stuff, 'cause you see, I got wounded, and they needed somewheres to stick me. I see. Stick? Yeah, the Empire? One of their assassins nailed me. It got infected and poisoned and stuff, and had to come off. I'm bitter, but hey, I got stuff to keep busy with, you know? Oh well. He puts the barrel down and picks up another. His remaining arm is frighteningly well muscled. Assassins? I can't help with that. Right up against my chair, though. Zoom out, I suppose. Wobbin! Hello, welcome in. How are you doing, friend? We're playing a very, very old game called Exile 2 today. Just for a little palate cleanser between Ultimas. Who's this person? There's a very tall, thin woman pacing about. Oh, this is the woman we talked to before. Okay. Well, this looks very Win 32. Not even, Wobbin. This is Win 16. Although I think when I was playing it originally, I was playing it on Windows, like 98 or something. There's a cool little lava patch in the middle of this water. I wonder how they do that. He has wandered off again, not content to be on the camera. Alright, there's a room with a glyph in that. The guards nod and let you pass, as they should. This is a room for meditation. Mages can sit on thick rugs surrounding a glowing, multicolored runic design on the floor. You'll feel somewhat pleasantly lightheaded as you look at it, too much so to feel comfortable. Let's ponder the glyphs. L. I have got to bounce, James. See you next time. No worries, Bash. I'll see you on Friday, is it? Yeah. Take care. Bye. A woman with long dark hair and severe features sits staring at the sparkling runes before here. When she sees you, she smiles and motions for you to sit with her. Yes. Sit. I can't help with that. I have to do it myself. Name? I'm Curtin. Job? Well, this is where I come to rest. The rest of the time, I perform research on teleportation. Aha! A difficult but powerful field. Some of my work is on the shelves in the library nearby. What's more, and she beams with pride as she says it, I helped work on the portal. Portal? The portal in the Tower of Magi. It enables one to flash anywhere in Exile if they but know the right coordinates. Ooh, what sort of coordinates? Three-letter words which tell the portal where to send you. They are difficult to find, but very useful. I have found 2 interesting sets of them for the castle and Erica's tower. Ooh. Castle. The coordinates for the castle are Ain F Wix. That was a week of work. Finding the way to Erica's tower was an accident. We were trying to find a route near Solberg's tower. The coordinates are on a pylon near there. Be careful not to tell people these coordinates. The portal would be dangerous in the wrong hands. Okay, so now we're finally going to use this save button here. And that should have written a text file somewhere that will remind us of this little bit of dialogue later on, which we should have been doing from the start so that we wouldn't have to try and piece together what the hell was going on. Did they what 3 words decades before creation? I think they did, Wob. Yeah, you just need 3 groups of 3 letters for anywhere in the world, I guess. Tell me about Erica's castle. Tell me about Solberg's castle or tower. Can't help with that. Well, we do have a map. Does it have Solberg's tower on it anywhere? For the people who've come in recently, I'll just switch full screen so you can see the map. This has been pieced together from a nice Let's Player on the LP archive and is what inspired me in 2020 to try and pick the game up again. But I still haven't been able to figure out where I was up to, and a bit of a corruption issue with my old copy of the game meant I had to end up re-downloading it and trying to install a clean copy of Windows that wasn't affected by the install, and yeah. It took a while before I was able to play the game again properly. Those mazes are excessive. Yeah, and this is just the overworld, Wob. So, you know, some of these places will then link you to a new map that comprises a fort or a town or a dungeon. There's Patrick's tower, but not Solberg's tower. I have some other files open. Nephilim Fortress. Yeah, maybe we don't know where Solberg's tower is at the moment. Maybe the goal is to get to Erica's tower over here? I honestly don't know. But let's go back to the game. Locked? No, there we go. Okay, bye. We have a clue. Teleport back here to the castle, or how to get to Erica's tower. The guards nod and let you pass. Where is this? This is a gold plaque. Throne room, royal clearance only. This sounds good. We know that we have royal clearance for some reason. Maybe we've talked to the king before. Maybe we can talk to the king now and understand what the hell is going on. Mika. Oh, it's Queen. Mika, wise and reverend king of Exile, sits on his throne. It clearly says F there next to the name. Okay, use whatever pronouns you like. He is a large man, but the pressures of events and his responsibilities seem to be slowly pressing him down. He looks up from the scroll he was perusing. Hi, what's your name? I'm King Mika. What's a king? I can't help with that. What's your job? He shakes his head sadly. I work to defend our ravaged land, and I try to figure out how to defeat our nemesis. Ooh. Lots of keywords here. What's on that scroll you're looking at? Can't help with that. Okay. Our land? After Erica killed Emperor Hawthorne, curse her, they really had no choice but to attack. Now they're bringing more and more troops down here, and they may well wipe us out. They don't have much land now, but they're building their strength. Plus, they have one powerful ally who works day and night towards our defeat. Okay, this sounds plot relevant. What is a man? A miserable pile of secrets. So, Erica killed Emperor Hawthorne, and now the Empire has come down to Exile to try and attack us and wipe us out. Right. Plus they have one powerful ally. Who is this ally? Can't help with that. Powerful. Empire. What was land? After Erica killed... Okay, what about Erica? She is the cause of many of our problems, and yet she is still our best ally. Her hatred of the Empire is intense, and her powers are great. Her tower is beyond the battle lines, but maybe someone... That's it. Someone can figure out how to reach it. Aha. Just please, if you so see her, try not to help her do anything too outlandish. So, tower? Can't help with that. Help. What was your job again? Defeat our nemesis. I speak of Garzad, Archmage and leader of the forces in exile. I am looking for a way to have him assassinated. Dishonorable, I know, but we may have no choice. Alright. Need to assassinate Garzad. Okay, Poppy. Using the pedestal is good. Sharpening your claws on the sofa is not good. Pedestal is good. Okay, so who's this Garzad person? He is down here now, but we know not where he is or how to reach him, or how to kill him if we could reach him. But perhaps, if we are lucky, someone will figure out how. Great work, King. Just leave it up to someone. Some random adventurer will figure it out. Oh shit, we're some random adventurer. In the meantime, we do have some knowledge. Knowledge. Wow, delegate to sheer luck and plot, yeah. We have some information. Erica and Solberg knew Garzad once. They may know how to deal with him. We know also that he was skilled in creating guardian runes. Those will need to be dealt with. Finally, he is a wizard skilled in summoning. An attacker would need defenses. Okay, there's a lot of keywords to keep track of here. Go back to Garz. Can we assassinate? Ah, that's this one. Kill. Someone. Someone will figure out how. We do have some knowledge. What do we know? Erica and Solberg knew Garzad. Runes? The court wizard, Roan, says he may know a way to break even the strongest guardian rune. Ask him about them. Thank you. Garz. Knowledge. Defense. Assassinated, blah blah blah. Garz. Knowledge. So we talked about Erica, right? And what about Solberg? He is trapped in a tower near Formello. That was somewhere around here. He cannot leave for fear that Exile's foes will strike him down. He told me once he had an idea for how to kill Garzad. Okay. So, Solberg is in a tower near Formello, and we were near Formello when we started the game, like back up the river and what have you. So maybe we go there, because apparently that has both the coordinates to Erika's tower and this Solberg guy who might have some ideas. Dia? Can't help with that. So... Door is locked. Do we want to bash the door down in the presence of the king? No. But there's a court wizard we want to talk to, maybe. Before you is a shallow, clear pool, smooth as a mirror. There is also a kneeling pad. Let's kneel. You stare deep into the pool and watch, transfixed, as images of the area around the castle appear before you. However, nothing interesting seems to be happening. You step away. Oh, they've got, like, defences. Royal Guard barracks. Yeah, I moved this, and then you see that I've moved it, and you move. In a bit soon, Pop. Hang out then, I'll have my dinner. Alright, let's find this wizard. Who are you? A thin Moor wearing fine robes sits perched on a stool behind the counter. He wears a long wicked blade at his side and is counting an impressive pile of gold coins. Name? I'm called Garrett. Greetings, young Garrett. What's your job, Garrett? I'm the treasure of the kingdom. Lucky you. He pats his blade. It's a job that keeps me alive. Can I buy? Can't help with that. Okay. Can I have some treasure? It's a tough job, keeping track of all the crown's wealth. It's spread all over Exile now, in the form of blades and armor and enchanted items, all valuable metal or magic, but I keep track. Can I keep it? Can you track it? Can I have some? Okay, that looks like a fairly wizardly area. But that's behind that door, is it? Or can we go around? This is the largest barracks you've ever seen. There's enough room here for a whole regiment of King Mika's finest men. Many of the beds look unused, however. The troops are probably out on maneuvers. Yeah, that definitely looks very wizardly. What about up this way, though? I think I must have used a spell to map this area, because there's areas I can see into that I obviously can't enter yet. Oh, hello. If this isn't a court... Oh. Leave. I feel like, doing illegal things in the castle is probably a bad idea. Bookshelf, bookshelf. What luck! Among the unpleasantly esoteric tomes and grimoires that litter these shelves, you find a good, old, practical spellbook. You now know the spell Word of Recall. There's some good sound effects in this game. I wonder if I should make them, like, sound commands. We now know the spell Word of Recall. Didn't we... I feel like we probably already knew it. Is it a priest spell? Word of Recall costs 30 mana. What does it do? This spell returns the party to Fort Ganrick, where you began the game. Because of the danger of teleporting from narrow, windy tunnels, it can only be used outdoors. As far as anything in this underground series of caves is considered outdoors. James! I hear but lurking. Welcome in, Empress. Hello. Good to see you. How are you doing, friend? How is young Hendrix? We are just kind of derping around, really. It me! Hi! Yeah, you can see it on there. At the poppy. Zoom in on the poppy. Kind of success. We can see her feet. No, that is not. Ah. Oh my god, I missed your face. I miss you. I miss you, MP. We need to do more virtual hangouts. Watch movies or something. Assuming the little one can give you a moment to yourself. I have returned. My battery was near death. Welcome back, Stardrop. Hendrik just woke up. Yes, so it's a spell that returns us right back to the beginning of the game. Not sure that's super useful, really. The beginning of the game is very, very, very far away. Let's see. Maybe we'll just save and then pick the lock of this door, shall we? Let's do that. Save. Pick the lock. Pete is our lockpick person.
Dang!
Dang! Didn't work.
Dang!
Didn't work.
Dang!
I think most of the time we probably used bash door. And Jim is our big, strong, humongous person. Ow. Jim takes 2. Didn't work, no damage. Okay, these castle doors are obviously made of stoner stuff. So let's not bother with that. Can we dispel this field? What's with this magic barrier? Where would a dispel... There we are, dispel barrier. And cast it. Target spell. Also didn't work. Sorry for the plane going overhead. These things are all scheduled to coincide with Neko's stream. We're currently looking for a wizard. A court wizard. By the name of... I don't know, because the game saved it in a text file somewhere. That was that. Lots of guards. Lots of castle things, yes, yes. Storerooms. The maps say. It's okay, we can't hear it unless you're actively speaking. Fair enough. Like, I do have the noise gate on. It's just, it bothers me, you know. We've been there, we've been there. There's a whole sort of rear section of this castle by the looks of it. I would love to have some sort of amazing home studio setup for streaming. Fancy panels on the walls. Acoustically isolated from everything. But, yeah, maybe another day. This is sort of like an outer path of the castle. Yeah, cool. So there's the barracks we saw. Where was the king's chamber? That would be this bit here. I mean, I guess there's a door there we could look at. Oh, hey. Are you the king? Shevin. F. Oh, F doesn't stand for female, it stands for friendly. Yes, the two pronouns in the game are female and hostile. No, friendly and hostile. Yes. Hi, Shevin, how are you? You meet an awkward, vacant young man with ill-fitting ratty robes. He wears a silver circlet. You've heard of this person. This must be the infamous Prince Shevin. Hi, what's your name? I'm Shevin, Prince Shevin. I'm royal. Female and hostile. What's your job? He stands up proudly. I'm royalty. I'm the prince. You know what that means. Yeah, but what's your actual job? Like, what is it you do here? King Mika is the king guy. I am preparing to take his place and stuff. That means I am helping the military. Yeah, I was thinking a whole new war fighting strategy plan thing when you came along for wiping out the Empire and maybe the Van Hattai and maybe even destroying Silvar too, for good measure, he thinks. Or maybe Silvar shouldn't be destroyed. I'm still working on it. Well, that reminded me of Office Space. Yeah, what would you say you do around here? My puppy cam just made some beeping noises. What's up, Android phone? Why must you continue to do weird things? No idea. What about Silvar then? Can't help. Van Hattai? Okay, bye. He doesn't seem very important. That's that big barracks area. This would be, I guess, just the rear end of the castle. A bronze plaque reads Royal Temple. Okay. Applejacks, hello. Welcome on in. How are you doing, friend? You meet a small, delicately featured woman with a sweet smile. She wears snowy white robes and radiates a constant, unmistakable power. A gold ankh hangs from around her neck. What's your name? My name is Arbanil. Welcome. What is it you do? I'm an exile, the last exile. I came here on my own after the Empire stopped sending people down because I realized you were on the side of justice. Justice. I fought for the Empire once. It shames me to admit it. I even sent those like you down here. You! It was you! But redemption is always possible and is never as hard as it seems. My mission is to atone. I can provide healing for you. You can also purchase spells from me, which the Empire does not want you to have. Alas, I must ask a fee for my help. Worry not, the tithe will go to the needy and to the good fight. Eleonora, hello, welcome in. Good to see you. Let's do another bit of shout-outs, because official hello and now good night. We'll just catch you first before you go, Applejacks. Applejacks is also a Twitch streamer and does lovely things like Animal Crossing. And Eleonora is autocomplete. Is another council member of Shedford Hollow, and she's been playing Stardew Valley. Usually at unfortunately difficult times for me to catch, but sometimes if I'm not sleeping well, I can tune into Eleonora's stream and see some Stardew. How is everyone? I'm feeling very tired now and a little bit hungry, so I might be wrapping up the stream soonish, but I kind of want to see if I can make some progress with the plot, or some progress with remembering where the hell we were with the plot of this game. Let's see. So can I buy spells from you? Resurrect, which we already have, and Divine Thud, which I think we already have. Okay. Thank you, bye. Where's this wizard, though? The plaque says, Hall of Records, apply for clearance here. Okay. We have royal clearance, we're fine. The long, winding passage ends in a short, dimly lit corridor. It's dusty. Nobody comes back here much now. A faded sign reads, Orb of Thralny, Magi clearance only. Odd, the door is unguarded. Before you is a marble pedestal. On the pedestal is a thick velvet pillow, and on the pillow is dust. This was the resting place of the Orb of Thralny before it was stolen. Small dusty barracks hasn't had anyone living in it for a while. Surely no one would mind if you sacked out here for a while. Yeah, let's rest. You sleep for a while. Despite the frequent nips of large bedbugs, you manage to get some good resting in. After you get up, you tidy things up a little bit for the next adventurers to come along. There are other adventurers in this game? I highly doubt that. Okay, we can't open doors in this game. We're not very good at lockpicking, and they're too sturdy. Okay. Back in this Hall of Records, you have a hard time remembering when you've seen so much paper. Heaps, stacks, reams of it, and all covered with tightly written lists, records, and other bureaucratic wheel spinning. Ooh, lots of bookshelves. And a bureaucrat. Hello. What bureaucrat grade are you? A happy woman with brown frizzy hair sits behind the counter, blissfully shuffling forms back and forth, tabulating numbers, and doing other obscure bureaucratic things. Powder kegs are universal lockpicks. They are Stardrop. Unfortunately, we don't have any. She stands to shake your hands. I am Gilda, head record keeper. Welcome to my domain. My domain. Tell me about my domain, the HR system for Australia's home of property. I can't help with that. No, no one can. What is your job? Oh, you wouldn't find most of it very interesting. Someone has to keep all of the information straight. Of course, I do have to deal with adventurers. Oh, those adventurers. I'm generally in charge of evaluating and rewarding security clearance. If you ever feel you've earned a new clearance, come see me. Well, I've got royal clearance. Is there anything higher? Gilda shrugs. You have royal clearance. Can't beat that. Good for you. Now, if it's okay, I have a lot of work to be doing. And she settles down to work. Alright, bye. So it looks like there is that court wizard. They might be in one of these locked rooms? Do we have an unlocked door spell, maybe? Quickfire. Quickfire is a fun one. I played with a bit before. Devastating beyond words, this spell creates a space of quickfire, which will sweep over the area, killing everyone and everything. It's like balefire almost, if you think of the Wheel of Time there. But it spreads, so it's like it's fire that you can't put out that spreads to all available spaces. If you cast it in an area, then basically that area will quickly become uninhabitable unless you block off some of it with a magic barrier. But it doesn't look like we have any kind of... Oh no, hello. Unlocked doors. Door unlocked. There you go. When fiddling around with lockpicks or just bashing your shoulder against the door doesn't work, use magic. The walls inside this room are lined with lead and covered with small, intricate runes. Must be a room for summoning. Dangerous place. Hello. Don't mind me, I've just barged in here. The ancient wizard puttering around this room has paper-thin skin and thin, wispy white hair. He seems to barely acknowledge you're here. What's your name? His mind is travelling elsewhere. He mutters, Roan, absently. That's the guy we wanted to talk to. About something. He shakes his head as if to just clear it of your interruption. Mulling, just mulling. What are you mulling? I concentrate on bringing aid to Exile, magically. It's hard to concentrate and you help not. He turns his back on you. We can help. I can't help with that. The king said you had an idea for something? Mission, Exile, Erica. What was the actual dialogue? I mean, I could open up the game in my DOS box here. Garden, DOS box, DOS, Exile 2, talksave.txt. Okay, let's have a look at this. The court wizard, Roan, says he may know a way to break even the strongest guardian rune. Ask him about them. Cool. Ask about rune. He turns back to you, his gaze suddenly alert. Yes, I know of those. You see flashes of anger in his eyes. Runes on the ground that sear anyone passing. But we of Exile had a blessed Athame which could break them. A what now? A small blade of great power. We hid it in a guarding cave in a maze of waterfalls west of Fort Dranlon to keep the Empire from getting it. They found the cave and couldn't get in, but they perverted the defenses. Now nobody can get the Athame, and that suits the Empire fine. Curse them. Okay, could we get that small blade of great power? Maybe we have it already, who knows? We need to check our inventory. Maze. Ranlon. No, okay, I think we're done with that. Let's check our inventory, because for all we know, we've got the Blessed Athame anyway. Like we might have just looted that place and gone, oh cool, new weapon. Jim is probably unlikely to have it. He's got a halberd. Pete. Bronze ring. Want fireballs. Your weapon. Stone knife. Doesn't seem very good, but okay. It's got Undead Slayer on it. Nice. Jessica, you have items. Steel razor discs. Steel broadsword. Sarah. The people driving around my location love to just have cars that sound like they are on the brink of exploding. Steel wave blade. Nice, nice. Jane. Knife of warmth. Blessed crisp. But not a blessed Athame. Oh, probably better if I don't stand on the pentagram there. Alright, I want to check that storeroom that we have, because maybe we've found this item already and we've stashed it in that storeroom. We've got a silver serpent ring, wrong game. We've got steel razor discs, wand of slow, alabaster lizard, rolls, wand of Pyrrhus, amulet of the cobra. Many items. Oh, we see many items here. That's troublesome. Toadstools, comfrey root. It looks like mostly potions, though. I'm going to assume that we don't have the special Blessed Athame yet. And that's a thing that we could go find. And I'm going to leave the castle and bring us back to the area where we started. And see if I can find that Tower of... hang on, I've got his name written down. Blah blah. Garzad is the enemy guy. Solberg. Solberg's Tower. We can find Solberg's Tower. That seems like a good place that we could park our character. And who knows, maybe even can come back to this later and finish the game. Ah yes, that was that little outpost that we saw. There's our boat. Boats cannot move diagonally. How annoying. I wonder if the numpad would let me move if I had a numpad. A lot of these old school RPGs liked using the numpad for movement. You could have a diagonal key. I'm sailing away. Da, 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 da. Yeah, but I'm getting a little bit tired, friends, so, and hungry. Haven't eaten dinner yet. Need to eat dinner. Honestly, I haven't actually eaten breakfast yet. Like, I've had a few biscuits. That's about it. Go under this bridge. Where was this? Is this where we parked last time? Empire Territory Avoid. We'll go into the town just to find out what it is. Silvar, okay. So we've parked our boat in Silvar. Where was that other map? There, yeah, okay, that makes sense. Lookout, cave, blah blah blah, Fort Dranlon, that was mentioned. Fort Dranlon, Fort Dranlon. I'm losing my ability to read. I'll do find Dranlon. Oh, okay. It wasn't actually mentioned in our conversation with the king. But besides, that's not the place to be, is it? Solberg's Tower isn't actually mentioned on this map I've got. But maybe if we explore to the north, we might find it. Who knows? Let's give it a go. And then we can just end stream, having at least tried to piece together where we were in this game over a decade ago. Name is pronouncedly Athame. Okay. It may be pronounced Athame. I assume it's like a fancy word for a particular kind of dagger. Oh, hello. That looks like a secret entrance. Like an illusionary wall. Save. Which? Belch. Ugh. Poisoned. I meant Athame. Athame. Oh good, whatever that encounter blob is, it's one we triggered already. And does nothing now. So we got poisoned for no good reason. Priest? Cure all poison, please. Yeah, it's a double-edged dagger used in Wiccan rituals and stuff. They mentioned it on Charmed once. Athame. Okay. What about around here? You're at the base of a high mound of rock overlooking this huge cavern. From the top, you would have a view of all of it. If that interests you, a narrow path leads up the hillside. It does interest me. You return to Kostad's fort. He's still there and glad for the company. He's still willing to teach you spells if you're interested. That's fine. I probably learned everything. Thanks, Kostad. What is north of here? There's some sort of swamp. Squelch, 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 squelch. Nothing. Is that Empire soldiers? You meet an Exile patrol. They warn you that bands of Empire raiders are all over the place. You thank them for the warning and depart. Okay, get out of the swamp. Ah, yeah, that's where the mention of that fort was. It was, this way. So this is Fort Dranlon. And I think the, there it is. DOSBox hadn't synced with what I'd spoken with about Roan. Small blade of great power, we hid it in a guarding cave in a maze of waterfalls west of Fort Dranlon to keep the Empire from getting it. They found the cave and couldn't get in, but they perverted the defenses. So we are here, and west of Fort Dranlon would be like around there or something. So we need to go get our boat again, but maybe when we do that we can find out something. We'll get to the cave, and then I think I've got to call it a stream, because brain needs nutrition. Oh man, I got trapped in here. But we've given Exile 2 a pretty good look, I think. Oh! That is not an Exile patrol. This is an Empire patrol. We've got soldiers and Empire archers. And look around the battlefield. This is actually a good place to sort of finish the stream up on, because this way we get to see what the actual combat looks like. And I think we will find that my party is ridiculously overpowered, so this should be nice and short. So we've got archers and soldiers. Well, okay, there's one archer and some soldiers. No mages, thankfully. Empire archer, who is H. So Bob can come here and just hack away at that person. Jim, if you could just murder that guy, thank you. Pete, just stand your ground here. Jessica, our mage, I would like to murder everybody with lots of spells. Ooh, what's Ravage Enemy? When cast, all monsters within 8 spaces of the caster are slowed and heavily cursed. Let's do that. This is an odd little game. It is, Dr. Yasmin. Odd, but yeah, kind of charming. Very, very old school. Sarah, who is our priest, does have some offensive magic too. How about a... Oh, we can't cast Wall of Blades. That's a pity. How about Divine Thud? Wait, what does it do? The most powerful offensive priest spell, it delivers a stunning blow of force to all beings within 2 spaces of the targeted space. Let's do that. How about all of you guys? Suck shit. I just love the sound effects for, like, ugh. And Jane is our hybrid person who can cast magic but also attack things. How about just a fireball? Good old fireball. Can't beat that. And it's our turn again, because I guess we slowed the enemy. Die. Jim's turn. Jim is slow, but he can reach this archer in time to absolutely obliterate the poor guy. Pete can stab that one. And Jessica is a mage, but can still stab. So, I think that's everyone. Can we pick up stuff? Gold and food. Nice. Are there any other piles of loot left around? Oh, okay. We can end combat. Yeah, I've got to extract that and make that a sound effect. Yeah, we were going this way, weren't we? Before we were so rudely interrupted. We wanted to get our boat back, which is here, and investigate this cave. Oh. Cave west of Fort whatever it was. Do we go up here? No, that's some other place. Without this map made by this helpful Let's Player, I would be utterly lost. Because, like, you do get an auto map, but it doesn't really cover a whole big area, just like the local area. I mean, at least you do get a map of some kind. Many games from this kind of era didn't give you anything. Yeah, I'm gonna go down. Bay. Ooh, hungry. Honestly, it's a good thing that I am feeling hungry at all. Those look like Empire troops, maybe? Trying to get us. Because lately I've felt like, yeah, like no appetite. It's not a good thing, really. So there's that swampy area there that we've obviously explored before. But there's this area that we didn't. Oh, looking for a cave. Magic dagger in it. Okay, maybe it's the swampy bit. Here we go. Poison time. Ugh. Belch. Squelch. Belch. Okay, there's water that's blocking our way there, so we can't proceed further? Doesn't seem to be any secret passages. What about this way south? Oh, we've got double poison there. Hang on. Get all poison. Jane is still poisoned. Aha! Secret illusionary wall. Leading nowhere. Is there another secret? Who on earth would put a secret illusionary wall here and then not have it lead somewhere? Rude. What's the map say? Sumi! Hello, friend. Welcome, welcome. I'm gonna be ending stream soon, but have a shout out. Captain Sumi is a council member alumni from Shedfoot Hollow. She has her own little Discord server now, the Sunken Manor, and she is a very nice streamer and a good friend. You should all check her out. She plays horror games. Had you tabbed since I woke up, but now I've got a minute to say hi. Hello, hello. How is your Monday treating you? But yeah, lurk if you need to lurk. I'm just kind of derping around in this very, very old game, trying to remember what I was doing with the save. And there's supposed to be some sort of secret cave around here, but where? Maybe upstream? There's a signpost on that island. An old sign says, Grax Panexia, discovered by Grak, year 2234. It started with a visit at the doctor, 24 blood pressure measurement, but I'm alright. That's good to hear you're alright. Hang on, let's save here so I don't forget where my boat is. Like, is there a secret way through the walls here? Maybe? Find this cave? Would be a good way to end the stream? God damn poison. Yeah, the massive poison field. Oops. Wait, is that a tower? Oops. There is. There's a tower in the middle of this swamp. Who would build a tower in a swamp? Just sink into the swamp. Anyway, we're looking for a cave rather than a tower. Oh, some spiders. Are they going to run away? Okay, spooder alert, but we should be able to deal with them pretty quickly. Let's use fire. Let's make a fire barrier between us and the spooders, shall we? That seems like the prudent course of action. Oh. Too far away. Unless I cast it... No. Target out of range. Okay. What else can we do? Firestorm? Maybe? Wow, look at that redraw. Yes, Firestorm. This looks good. Kill it with fire. They are spellcasting spiders.
Ugh.
Great. Let's finish them off. These aren't hurting us that much. Use this to shoot an arrow? Yes, but they're not very strong. Okay. Walk through the fire, Pete. You'll be fine. And Jessica, if you could deal with the last one, I would be very grateful. Maybe some sort of ice bolt. Lovely. Are we out of danger now? Can I pick up items? What was the... Found a knife. It's probably not the quest item knife. But we have obviously not identified it and have no idea what it does. It's probably not even a good knife. But sure. Oh, actually, no, it looks like none of us can pick this up because we've all got full inventories. Alright. End combat. Oh, right, she's diseased. Let's try and fix that, shall we? See, there's a bit of cave there that we might be able to get into. Where are we? I'm having trouble reading this map. I think we are here, this purple blob. So there's another river that way, and the river that we were on was on the other side. Ooh, and then there's like a way in that way? Maybe we need to do more boating. But I think we will probably have to call it here. This is getting very tired and hungry. Get back to our boat. Yes, yes. And can we cure people before we finish up? Cure poison. Just cure all poison, it's fine. And maybe we just can't cure the disease. No. Okay. Priestly spells. Cure disease. It'll be in here somewhere. There we are.
On who?
On whom? Jessica. Alright, Jessica recovers. Game saved. Maybe we will remember what to do next time, but I won't necessarily be playing this on stream. Next stream, I don't know, there's other stuff we could try out before we get into Pagan. There is, as mentioned, some notion that I might try a speedrun of Serpent Isle. Who knows? Poppy can't. I think Poppy has gone off to hide in one of her secret places. But that's fine, she'll come out when I have my dinner going, because she likes the cheese. I should play Fractal Mind Mike's adventure game. Has he finished it? I remember he was developing it. Dots. Interesting. Let me grab that link later. Oh, the previous one. Well, I don't remember playing any of Mike's games, so... Oh, yeah, that's the Day of the Sandwich, the one that he was doing... Yeah, I've seen it, but I haven't actually played it myself. Yeah. Thanks for the reminder. Blah, blah, blah. Brain no working very well. Go to your just chatting screen. Maybe a good one for you to play. Maybe, yeah. Empress will be back soon. Need to bath. No worries, Empress. I'm finishing up stream anyway. Thank you so much for dropping by. Good to see you. Brain, yes, stream. We raid someone now. That's what happens. How do we do that? Look at who is streaming. Not possibly be the would actually raid Fractal Mind Dev. Since you mentioned Mike, he's doing his dev stream on his dev channel at the moment.
Shadow.
Oops. So we could actually pay Mike a visit, why not? Let's do that. Let's see what he's up to. It looks like a nice cozy stream, and then I can get my dinner going and stuff. Yes. So here's a raid message if you want, and here's Fractal Mind Dev. Here's the link if you get left behind by the raid, and here is an actual raid. One of these days I'm going to set all this up so I can just do it in one command, but today is not that day. Copy your own raid message, Neko. Always forget to copy it. Alright, yeah, so end of stream. Thanks very much for being here. Bit of a weird one, but we need a little bit of a break, I think, between Ultima games, because they have been so very big. 31 episodes, my goodness. And I might do some off Monday streams, who knows? We're still very much flying by the seat of our pants here as to whether or not I feel up to doing a stream, or whether I'm just going to be a blob all day. Mental health, you know, it's a thing. So, thank you so much for being here. Go say hi to Mike. I will see you next week. Take care of yourselves. Bye.